with another discussion topic. Today I'm here with with a good friend of mine. I would call him Shiro. Let's go and call him Shiro. Just so you know, he speaks English.
Hi everybody, this is Shiro.
So we all recently heard the news about these Disney freaks trying to remake our own classics that we always enjoyed when we were little, and this topic ain't
it's downright horrible.
Downright horrible. It's just disturbing. It's kind of disturbing here. Today, I don't know, guys. We have like something like we just got confirmation that they're making an Aladdin movie, and
oh my God, Aladdin
without
film.
Robin Williams, what are you thinking, boys?
Yeah, Robert Williams made that film. He made it what it is today. And you're
planning on doing a live-action film and trying to recapture what Robin Williams did. And if you catch my last video, which is basically a rant, saying that I wouldn't really see that film because if Robin Williams ain't in it, he's as to my knowledge, he's gone. And for Disney to actually throw that away and just try puking on his work ethic kind of screws you up.
Yeah, just like when they did with the Fast and the Furious film, they should have stopped it right there. Instead, they wanted to keep going on with Fast and the Furious.
Same thing with I bet everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I think that the same thing goes with Batman, because you're telling the same sob story with Bruce Wayne, same origin stories. Try mixing it up by putting maybe a live action Batman Beyond, do something different.
Yeah, like Batman
Many people
Beyond.
Don't know this, but I was a Batman fan when I was little. Until they started making crappy movies in just different generations by telling the same sob story with Bruce Wayne, how he became Batman, how the Joker came to be, yada yada yada, so on and so forth, etc.
Yeah, they need to spice it up with Batman. If they want to make a good seller of Batman again, they should throw in some,
I'm not gonna lie, the same thing with Spider-Man was the same thing. But there is one thing that benefit they got out of that when that was Homecoming, and we didn't have an origin story, and basically they're just
yeah, they just want to throw shit together and see which one will stick.
But that's true. I mean, you're trying to, you know, if as a Robin Williams fan, I would be really freaking pissed off if they did like. And maybe a remake or remaster of Mrs. Doubtfire, because you cannot do that with any other actor.
Mrs. Doubtfire? No, Mrs. Doubtfire, try to remaster that. That would be quite difficult.
It would. It's the same thing with any other films that they tried to remaster from Robin Williams, especially with the Jim Carrey films. As you recall, they tried to remake. The Mask. They tried to remake.
Oh yeah, The Mask 1 and 3, and that was a flop. Ace Ventura,
and then Bruce Almighty. Look how that turned out. Total disaster.
Oh man, like I'm Canadian and Jim Carrey's Canadian, and I know for a fact that they try to do like remastered of like Bruce Almighty or the other ones there. Oh yeah, Heaven Almighty, but if they try to do stuff like that, then make a remaster, that would be a big flop. Probably.
It happens.
Big flop of a pancake.
But still, it's like, you're trying to replace and actually throw his work ethics onto the wayside while you guys profit by it and just make money?
Yeah, why don't you give some of that money to the families of those people that lost
No, because they want to make more movies, and that's a business, and they're Disney, and they can do what the fuck they want. Well, I got news for them. They really don't, they can't do anything if they don't go seeing their films. And if the only way we can get them to stop is to stop seeing their films, boom.
Pretty soon we're gonna get some like picket fences and just sit there and riot at the Blockbuster or whatever it was called. Hollywood.
Yeah, how much you want to bet that nobody will see that film? Because you had a vital character in that plot. It's like you're
Some people
trying to
probably
say,
take their kids.
in simple
I'll
terms,
probably
man,
film the
simple
take
terms,
their
this is what
kids.
I'm trying to tell them. Go right ahead, I'd love to see how you're going to pull that off. You can't really replace a legendary actor with a shitty, crappy other actor that can do half the work. I don't care who you are, you're not gonna be able to make a film like that and expect it to be good. It just doesn't happen.
Oh yeah.
And you say that by
put it in
just saying
halfway decent film. That's how you make a movie. Get a great actor, great S-class actor, and put it in a shitty film.
He was the best of his time. And for them to say, oh, we're gonna make that movie just because we can, and we're gonna try to sing. We know that we can't replace Robin Williams, but we're sure as hell gonna try. Why would you
trying to take some guy that looks almost exactly like him and sound almost exactly like him?
No, you can't really do that. From the gun, it's Ryan. The whole thing of Robin Williams is to make it funny, and the different actor is gonna suck balls. It's really a pain in the ass. People just think that, oh well, we're gonna get a live action. That could count for something. That should count for nothing. Christ. Even the trees watching those movies. And if it wasn't for Robin Williams doing the voices and making all their situations funny, I'm pretty sure nobody would have gone to see it, and nobody would have.
Exactly. You nailed it right on the head there. That's why I was saying that that film that we were talking about there, the only reason why that film was successful is because they grabbed a grade A S-class actor and placed it in that film. That's when that film that Robert Williams was in sold super well.
And because Ben Affleck played Batman. What if it was somebody else?
Actors
and
put him in the film.
And they're talking about, like, because we're seeing Spider-Man Homecoming this year, because we got Robert Downey Jr. in the movie. Wow! That's the only reason we could
see a new actor.
And the hot Aunt May. Randomly, somebody had said that before the movie came out. And
I know.
Boy,
when I first seen
he was eating those words. People keep rambling on about nobody can replace Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield was total crap. Come on now. He played a horrible Spider-Man, and he played a even more awful Peter Parker. The only thing he got right was the trash talking, and that was it. He played a jackass.
And the villain. You forgot the villain, man. That's the only thing they got right in Homecoming was the villain and the spider suit.
Tom Holland got everything right.
But except for Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty was too
Aunt
young.
May,
yeah,
but
Aunt
sure
May,
as hell better than Sally Fields as Aunt May. God damn.
Yeah, but we got the age difference. Like Aunt May there looked like she was in her 20s.
Well, no, Andrew Garfield's Aunt May. Yeah. Sally Field looked like she got out of a freaking attraction.
For real.
It's like that game when we played Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2, where Shocker says, Spidey says, looks like you got out of attraction. Funny, because that's just where you're going. I
remember watching the freaking 80s version of Spider-Man the other day, watching the 80s version of Spider-Man and then watching the recent ones. I was like, my god, I miss the old school Spider-Man.
But straight up, this is just really ridiculous. You're milking all these films, and there's no reason for that. You need to start figuring these things out. And my advice to Disney is to try coming up with better ideas. Because if you can't, and you're still milking these same films that everybody has seen, it's not going to end well for you.
Oh no, you'll get some people
they're too stupid to come up with better ideas. then they're pretty much sunk as a company and as a whole. I don't care how much money you have. If nobody goes to see your movies, you're pretty much fucked.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A to the man.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14.
It's not just Disney films. They're milking every single thing that they can get their hands on. They milked. Let's see, Planet of the Apes. They should have stopped.
They tried milking video games. Remember when Disney tried freaking milking video game movies? Like Doom
that reminds me. Spider-Man was the worst of it.
Oh, big time. I was disappointed. I'm a Spider-Man fan, and I seen that shit. I was like, nope. Just like when they milked Dragon Ball Z.
I was fine until they made The Amazing Spider-Man. Those two movies sucked.
Big time. Just like Dragon Ball.
But this is what I love about Insomniac. I heard that they were trying to take all these games companies and talk to them what they did with their Spider-Mans. And Activision, Tech something, and they talked to them and said, look, we need to make the best storytelling and the best mechanics that you can the best Spider-Man game you can possibly play. One of the ideas we, the fans, had was free roaming Peter Parker. Everybody had that idea since Spider-Man 2 came out, and you get to, but you can only do it as a photographer.
Yep,
so
since that's what
I think they took that into
is,
consideration, and now you get the free roam. I hope so. I hope they have that perk where he goes into the alley and puts his freaking mask on. It'll be fucking legit.
I think that when Spider-Man does that, go in that back alley to get changed, I always think whenever I watch that, I'm like, why do there was someone back there?
It's so true, though.
You go like, since you're Spider-Man, why don't you climb up to a building, top building, and then put your shit on?
That's true. I mean, you're playing a more experienced Spider-Man. He's not just discovering his powers in this game. So,
yeah, why don't you do like an old school
that we don't know about, and new features that are going to be introduced when the game comes out in June. Down here, it's from June 30th.
Yeah, just for jokes and shits and giggles, they should make a part where Spider-Man goes into a phone booth and does the whole transformation in a phone booth, putting his costume on.
That's Superman. You can't replicate. Superman sucks, man. Can't replicate
I remember
Superman.
I seen the new trailer for Deadpool 2, and then they were throwing that into it, where Deadpool gets into a phone booth and gets
I think
changed.
they were making fun of that. It was funny.
I thought that was funny shit, or like
Dude,
when somebody was getting
that Deadpool trailer for Bob Ross when he was painting.
I seen the one trailer where Deadpool was getting something to eat, and there was some guy getting his ass beaten to the pulp to death in the back alley. Then he lost his back alley.
You gotta watch the new trailer that just got it was Deadpool 2 with Bob Ross. He was posing as Bob Ross. He goes, and I quote,
and for them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
oh my.
what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
That's fucking.
Watch the damn trailer, dude. It's so funny, my god. Practically stopped.
I love Deadpool.
I actually laughed my ass off. Holy shit.
But it sucks that DC got rid of freaking Wolverine now. They killed him off, so they're not going to be putting him in no more films and such.
Right. I mean, they do have the mechanics of it, but it's just going to be harder because you're trying to make the same stories and doing the same stuff.
What I think that they could be doing is just killing him off and bringing him back into another film as like a reincarnation, like he got resurrected.
Now, when it comes to Batman, I think they should try doing. I think they should try going a different route. Try doing something new, like that story arc where there was 50 years in the future. We're not that far off anymore. Batman
or
Beyond.
even the Lazarus Pit. That one episode where the Lazarus Pit was.
Have
The
Terry
Reincarnation
McGinnis play
Pit.
Batman. Have somebody play him.
You know what I'm talking about right there, don't you, man? The one where that guy keeps going into whenever he's about to die. He jumps into the Lazarus Pit and then comes back fully healed and revived.
I really don't follow much of DC. I'm not sure.
But fuck, I know it's with something to do with some the League
No,
of
wait, Doctor
Assassins.
Strange. That's one of them.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
I thought it was funny to put
Stop the offense, but you typically run
where this guy keeps destroying him and he keeps coming back and rewinding the timeline.
Oh, from Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like every time that bad guy tries killing him, he comes back and just, it's like an endless loop, time loop.
I never really followed Doctor Strange's timeline and such, but
Yeah.
that sounds interesting.
But it is interesting. I mean, if Disney wants to try doing stuff like that, you need to try thinking upside your noggin and coming up with better ideas.
Or
and
even
mastering
grab
those
the
fucking-
comic books, since they're working with the lead person that made those comics. That whatchamacallit, old guy. Since they're working with that guy, they have all the stuff they need to know. Like, you can go over all the comics and look at them and be like, okay, we need to try to follow the timeline from these comics.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
It's just, I feel like they should try something new instead of the same fucking stop stories they've been putting out for a couple decades. Disney needs to try figuring out what they need, maybe come up with better ideas you could lay on them. Because if you can't, you're going to be screwed no matter what you do. Nobody's going to see the same movie twice just because it's live action.
Yeah. Like, that's because I didn't watch
That's something
Death
that's
Note.
not going to go well in a box office.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it?
That's what I'm saying, yeah, buddy.
Bad idea. Cheap language.
Yeah, almost goat. That's why I was saying there, buddy. They need to grab it. They want to continue on with these like DC or Marvel movies. They need to follow the comics or the TV shows.
Well, I think that's what they're doing, but they're just following the wrong stuff. Instead of making the same stories and the same storylines for Bruce Wayne, how he became Batman, and the origins of it, and the origins of his parents that died, and God knows how many
That took fucking like
how many
5
times have
movies.
we seen his parents getting shot? How many times has that happened in how many films? How many times?
Every film and the movie, the TV series that they had. Gotham.
Every single movie that was been produced. I mean, come on. You want to make these movies interesting to where people want to be interested? Because I was informed on Batman movies before I keep seeing the same fucking thing over and over again. And the same thing is with Disney. They need to try thinking of different arcs and story arcs, like the Batman Beyond series. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Something different to shake it up. Instead of just showing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. The difference is different actors and different producers and directors.
Yeah. Like the only thing that they're doing now for movies
That's
is
the only thing,
following
the only
Justice
damn
League.
thing that's keeping them above water right now.
The only thing above water is that Justice League film they brought out. That's the only thing that they got right. Except for a couple parts. When Cyborg got brought into place, they didn't bring a backstory into him. Or Aquaman. They just threw Justice League together in a film.
It's just, everything we do is just... I mean, what is the point of even watching movies anymore? We can't do anything about that. You know?
Yeah.
I'm kind of, a lot of Robin Williams fans should be pissed off about that. I mean, they're trying to make it a movie that's impossible to do without him and make it. The energy that he spreaded on the Aladdin movie was pretty much basically how it made Aladdin. And you're not going to find anybody who can replicate that.
And I'm pretty sure that the Aladdin film's not even out yet, and I think it's going to be a flop.
It's a flop. Because you can't find anybody, I don't care how long you search, how high or low, in between you search, because one character is missing from the whole equation, and you can't do a Aladdin movie without Robin Williams. It can't be done. And the same thing when they tried to make Jumanji and make a different futuristic, like the video game thing. I like the concept, but a little too late. If I say so myself. Too little, too late. I mean, it would make sense if they made a Jumanji 2, and it had that concept 10 years ago.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might
wasting people's time.
He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Still there?
And he'll be taken down across the 50.
Yeah.
The 45 in enemy territory.
I'm puzzled. What are they thinking? Because I like to know how they're ever gonna pull that off. Without Robin Williams, people are just gonna say, and they're getting pissed. I would be too. I mean, some people get pissed when they're doing this stuff. People don't know it because people say that, oh, it's fine, we're getting a live action. But what's wrong with that? Oh, everything. The fact that an iconic actor that exploited a lot of the energy, and what made Aladdin was Robin Williams, and he kicked the bucket 10 or close to 12 years ago, I think.
Didn't Robin Williams pass away?
He did. And there's no way you can actually make an Aladdin movie without him. Let alone a live movie. Are you kidding me?
I know, that's just like how the recent Fast and Furious film felt awkward without, what's his name?
You know what? I'd rather take my chances by watching Spider-Man 2. Same thing with Amazing Spider-Man. I'd rather take my chances than watch Spider-Man 3, and despite how bad that was. For multiple reasons. One, it had a plot, and we all know what was going to happen when it comes to motives, compared to the other crappy trilogies that were released. At least the villain had a motive, and the Amazing Spider-Man didn't really have anything, and it just didn't make sense. And it's the same way when you're trying to think about why they're making the Aladdin movie. It's like, what is your gain here? What is your motive for doing that? When you damn well know that you're not gonna have your iconic character around this time, unless you found a way to transfer his lines over to the freaking live action movie. Which,
yeah, just like how they tried milking freaking just like how they tried milking Power Rangers.
People are just milking everything. It's like you lose interest in just about everything you watch. The only thing that makes it worthwhile
all the old school shows just because of the kids these days.
Yeah, because the new generation. I'll make the excuses for you. New generations is a new generation. We can do that for them. What would be the point?
That's why. Honestly, God, if you notice these days, everything is getting kid-friendly.
Well, I guess it's because we don't exist. Old-time fans don't really give a shit. Disney don't give a shit about us old fans. Old-time fans, we're still living the day, by the way. We haven't kicked the bucket yet.
Yeah, they just want to milk the children so they can ask their parents.
Dude, as Sam Kinison once said, we haven't kicked the bucket yet. Ow, ow. No.
We haven't kicked the buckets. I think you sound like Frieza there almost.
Really?
Almost.
I wasn't right. I was hoping, thinking about it. I was hoping I was right, thinking about it. I was up to my knees in rice patties. Unraveling pussies like you. We're back to the party and doing drugs to my goddamn beer llamas. Ow! Ah! But seriously, it just feels like you're just yelling on the top of your lungs, saying, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. It's like the coach in the football field running down the field. Fat coach. Running in the field saying, look at my face. Grabs him by the face mask. And says this. Look at my face. Look at my face. Oh.
You better fucking do what I said. Look at the chart. Do as I say.
Me and my dad had that idea where we could just replicate that. Take that idea of Sam Kinison and act. What if he was a football coach? Can you picture that in your head for a few seconds?
That would be quite funny.
Grabs him by the face
I'm
mask
picturing
and yells
it,
his
and that
fist
would be quite
with that
funny.
scary look. He goes, "That's the face of hell. If you don't do the play, I tell you to run." Oh.
When I say run, run. Before I grab this flare gun and shoot it right up your ass.
Don't get him Gatorade yet. Don't get him Gatorade. Don't hydrate him yet. Don't beat him yet. Get that sandwich out of here.
Man,
see, that's what I love doing on YouTube, is making voices.
Windy outside.
I can do like Sylvester voice pretty damn good. You know, from Looney Tunes back in the 90s when they weren't shit.
Sylvester Stallone? No, not Sylvester Stallone, but Sylvester the cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can do Foghorn. I can do Foghorn. I can do Tweety. I can do Bugs Bunny. I can do a whole scene from Bugs and the Thugs.
What's up?
You don't think I can do it?
Oh, I believe in him. I would love to hear.
I like Clancy. Take the boys and surround the house. Chickens fell. The cats. Quick, quick, hide here. Die, not fair. Hide me too. You just not fair. You gotta hide me too. Good.
Oh my.
Quick, hide. Don't move until I tell you to. Alright, so open up. This is the police. Alright, Rocky. Where's Rocky? Where's he hiding? He's not in this stove. Oh, he's hiding in that stove, eh? Now, would I turn on the gas on? You might, Rabbit. You might. Well, when I throw a light at match in there, alright. You can. I'll go look for Rocky in a second. This is clear. Then the real cops show up. Alright, take the boys and surround the house. Guys back in those. Open up, this is the police. Alright, where's Rocky? Where's he? Looking in this loop. He's not in the stove. Oh, he's hiding in that stove.
Sounds like a screenplay.
Now look, but I'll turn on the gas on. You might, Robert, you might. Well, what no, you don't. Let me with that. Don't let me with that screen, Robert. I can best. I did it. He can get me. Arrest me. Arrest me. And that's the end.
That was good, though. That was good.
I do impressions really well.
Yeah, man. I noticed. That was really good.
You should check out my Foghorn and Leghorn reacts. I did one for I did one for the Friday the 13th prank.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing more of them, but I just don't know what to do them on. I made a couple of them. You know what?
You should start doing like gameplays.
Yeah, let's do like Sylvester plays NBA 2K. Succotash.
Yeah, man. You'd be like B-Ball. You'd be like, my name's B-Ball. Or I'm B-Rabbit.
I'm playing against the Phoenix Suns. I mean, that's what Disney needs to do. They need to look up their options and they need to try mixing it up, because what they're doing now is just really bad. Bad for marketing. Bad I say. It's like, if they keep going, here's a Tweety voice. If they keep going where they're headed down, they could end up like this. Ah, the poor putty cat. He questions widow dead. And go boom! The poor putty cat. He questions widow dead.
Can you
poor
do yourself
Disney.
an impersonation of like
their widow
Taz?
heads. Just mix that with putty cat and just replace that with Disney. Ah, the poor putty cat. Sorry, the poor Disney people. They question their widow heads.
Over their big ego, trying to
the
do
big ego question the widow heads. Now I get it. Most people say, "Aw, come on, it's Disney," and they'll probably be pissed on me. Like, by pissed I mean unsubscribing to my channel. Well, fuck them. I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Good grief, really? I guess
Can you do
because your butt
impersonation of
hurt.
Taz?
It ain't no excuse for sucking. Your whole thing in the sucking.
So, trying to do impersonation of Taz, there ain't much to do on it. Like,
okay, yeah.
Just
here's
like...
Taz.
Yeah, for real.
People call me Taz because when I was younger, I used to eat a lot. I guess I got big. I don't know. And
Man,
I got that
was
name
younger.
because I ate a whole pizza once.
Oh man, I could still do that.
But now I couldn't
XLRs.
stomach it anymore. I'm older. I still couldn't stomach it no matter how hard I tried.
Oh, I couldn't either these days. No.
The
When I
older you
was
get,
young,
the less
yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Ain't that the beach?
I can only eat like 1-2 things a day, maybe 3. But a lot of
1-2
snacks.
things a day regardless. To be honest, have you really seen anybody eat much of anything down here? Because I don't even eat much. I just either go takeout or just eat once a day. Maybe that'll be supper. If I do eat one or two times, it'll be for snacks like chips or Doritos. Stuff that in my face.
I totally forgot. On the iPod, I turned off my Wi-Fi. Now I gotta turn it back on. I was trying to connect to a game. I was wondering why I couldn't connect.
Well, you seem to be connecting just fine with me.
I was trying to connect to a fairy tale game.
Oh.
Yeah, on the iOS, the Androids, on the iPod, there's a fairy tale game.
Have you guys ever tried? Fuck, I forgot. Ain't that a bitch? It's like when you hit 24, your life starts going because you're sitting so much playing video games.
No, that's fine. You're just in the concentration right now.
What used to be. Oh, here now I remember. See, I get these little brain farts. Okay. Have you ever seen like a? See, I do like podcasts from time to time on Facebook, and then I upload it to my YouTube channel. They have like a folder. If you go down there, go to Smooth Talking Bob, because that is funny. Super funny.
Smooth Talking Bob.
Yeah, it's like the idea where we got it from was basically. Wait.
Oh fuck.
It was just based off of, those smooth radios and stuff they used to give love advice at.
This is Smooth Jazz Radio.
Right.
Bring you.
And people used to call in and have love questions about their love lives.
Oh.
And then
wait a moment.
Give you advice over the radio. Now take that into your head for a second.
This is
when you watch that
DJ
video.
Jazz Faz.
I call it smooth talking Bob. But somebody else does this voice. I just do the question, guys. You should watch the second question. I do it in Irish language. Also, it's funny as hell, though. I can play it under here through my mic. It's really funny. I'm giving you guys a real good treat.
Alright.
Can you hear it?
Let's hear it. Yeah.
Picture this in your head. When you think of radio stations. I was in the background, trying not to laugh so hard.
Let's go to the phones tonight, and who's our first caller tonight? Our first caller is Bill. How are you tonight, Bill? Hi, Bob. Why am I so dumb? I can't seem to get a girlfriend no matter what I do. What should I do, Bob? Well, Bill, you seem to be able to talk pretty good, so based on that, I really don't think you should have any problem trying to find a girl dumber than you.
Seriously.
Let's go to the phone and take our next caller here. Next caller is Tom. Hi, Tom. You're on the radio. How can we help you tonight?
Hey, Bob. My wife is an Irish fan. Last night I caught her cheating on me with an Irish man. What should I do?
Wait for it.
Tom, I'm not exactly sure about that one, but to check into it, I think you might have a great case against the University of Notre Dame. Okay, our next call is
Oh,
Don.
man.
Go ahead, Don.
Keep watching.
I get love letters daily, and I just got 2 love letters from 2 girls I really like. I like them both, but I can only choose one. What should I do?
Well, Don, sounds like you're maybe the original Don Juan. Well, Don, I think you should probably just drop those 2 love letters in the trash and then go out and pick up those 2 girls tonight.
Gee, you really think so?
Yeah, I really think so, Don. I think you're gonna be a really great move. You have a really good move tonight, and I think you're gonna really luck out with that one.
Gee, thanks, homie.
Thanks for calling in, Don. Well,
I was in the back. I was trying not so hard not to laugh.
Bo, how can we help you?
Listen to this one. Last one's a doozy.
Hey, Bob, how you doing tonight? I got this little bit of a problem, so I thought maybe you might be able to give me some advice on this. I met this great-looking girl last night, and we both really liked each other. So made another date with her, and in the meantime, I thought maybe I'd just do a little background check on her, from the computer, and I found out when I checked into it that she had 2 DUIs. She had been married 2 times before, and she has 4 kids. And the last husband is presently serving a 2-year prison sentence. And do you think I made a mistake?
Yeah.
Well, Bo, remember, my friend, that we never make mistakes, just happy little errors. Or, in your case, an oopsie boo-boo. But seriously, Bo, maybe, just to be on the safe side, you might want to consider packing your bags should I go? Well, I think in your case, Bolivia may be a good option.
Oh, yeah.
How long should I stay there? Well, now that depends. If her last husband is about to finish his prison sentence, you might want to think about becoming a citizen there for a little while. Well, I think that's about all the time we have for tonight, so I think we're going to call this radio show done. And if you liked everything here tonight, just give us a good comment, give us a good thumbs up. And we appreciate you tuning in tonight and joining us here. And we'll see you again next week, the same time. Don't forget to stop back and give us your questions. Until then, take care of yourselves. And happy communicating, my friends. And God bless.
See, that's what I come up with these. Me and my father come up with these cool things, and what we did, we just came up with another one.
Yeah.
So it's like that. We have a little picture. I just got a little picture I can do when I do Smooth Talking Bob, with how Bob Ross in the radio station. It's my face and planted in it. So.
You should call yourself like DJ.
And then there was another one. I want to save this for when you actually view it, and then slap a like button, because so far nobody wants to see it because people probably don't even see it.
Yeah.
But I want you to watch when I did the one with Halloween special with interview with Dracula. It was pretty funny too. I was supposed to be a Halloween special back then. I'm still working on a few cool stuff. The one I just got finished doing with my father was Gangsters on 23rd Street. That should be coming out pretty quick. It's like it's the concept of a whole D's nuts thing and how that got started.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be called Gangsters on 23rd Street. Then the description I'll have say how the word D's nuts got started. The true story. True story behind D's nuts. You're gonna take these nuts and shove them up my ass. Is that right? But it's like these, like I said before, that Disney needs to come up with different types of skits and maybe something new instead of milking all these other movies. And just obviously that's what they need to try being creative. Maybe buy some comics or do something on anime. Fuck, the rate they're going, they ain't gonna last 2 years.
Oh, they've tried things on anime and they've failed those as well, man.
Yeah. It's just kind of pathetic.
Yeah, like, didn't you watch the Dragon Ball anime movie?
Oh,
Live
hell yeah,
movie?
I've watched them all.
That
Down
was
to the movies
trash.
and down to, except the live
Even
action.
the
That
Assassin's
sucked
Creed.
monkey balls
Even
on
the
ice.
freaking Assassin's Creed film looked bad.
Well, good thing I didn't see it because I was planning on doing a review on that one. However, what about the Need for Speed movie? I thought it was okay. I mean, it was very well decent.
It was all right, but they didn't get nothing
Yeah.
right.
There was just a few things I would have changed on that one. But
Yeah, the only thing they had going for that movie was the expensive vehicles they rented. It wasn't even vehicles because all
well,
three,
no, the
it
whole
could have been
thing with
huge cars.
Dino Brewster, I thought it was okay. It's just the story was okay, but I could have done a lot of things different if I was directing the movie. Maybe do something a lot different. For one thing, I would not have Toby Marshall trying to stop when the cops are chasing him, though. Or would you? Kind of defies what Need for Speed is. The cops chasing you is what makes
I
Need
would
for
have
Speed
kept
Need for
going,
Speed.
even though in some Need for Speed games the main actor did get caught for racing and go to prison, but some of them did not. Some of them just drove off into the sunset and drove away really fast, getting
Oh
away.
yeah. I think they could have done a lot better on the movies, but that was the only game movie I think I've enjoyed. And there
I
are a
think the
lot of
only
movies and
game
anime
movie
movies that I
I
really
enjoyed
hated
was
live
Doom.
action. Dragon Ball Evolution was total shit.
They got everything
And then
with
the
Dragon
fact
Ball
that
Evolution
they're trying
bad.
to make Tokyo Ghoul, remake that one into a live action. Come on,
They
you're really
did.
gonna ruin Tokyo Ghoul by all games, by all anime. Why that one?
Yeah, and how would you do it? Are you gonna get like an actual
God,
cannibal
I hope it's not
lector
gonna be another
kind of
light
person?
from Death Note. God Almighty, that sucked balls.
Oh my God, when I watched the Death Note, it was complete garbage. They got everything wrong,
The only thing they
down
did
to a
get right,
T.
look, the only thing they did get right was the character for William Dafoe. He was a good option, but he didn't give him much screen time. That one scene was all he got.
Yeah.
William Dafoe played a lot of cool characters, even in games like Beyond Two Souls, I think it was, with Ellen Page, and then Spider-Man with the Green Goblin / Norman Osborn. I mean, he lives for that kind of thing, the psycho characters, but you don't give him enough screen time. I don't think. I think they just fucked up the whole thing with the lead character was total shit. Instead of being a badass light, we got a crybaby know nothing bitch.
Exactly. That's why I thought the thing was a complete flop. They got everything wrong
And the
because
same thing
the
goes with
actual
Disney.
character in the
They need to
anime
start coming up with better
was not
ideas than
a
ramming their
crybaby,
classics
and he
into the
did not
ground,
get
worried
bullied.
about their own ideas that they come up with might be crap. Oh, yeah, at this
And it
point,
is
I'd watch
crap.
anything than watching remakes of classic, awesome films that they're trying to ram into the fucking pavement.
Like,
It's
if you
just,
go back and watch the actual anime Death Note, you'll notice that he was not bullied. He did not stick up for no one. He stuck up for his
I
own
didn't even watch
self.
the movie because I heard that their so-called lead character was not even didn't even nail the character of Light. He's not even close. And I've seen the reviews of Chris Stuckman. If you haven't watched him, you need to get Stuckmanized. He's one of my favorite movie review guys, game reviewers, because he hits the nail on the head when it comes to movies, the good and bad qualities of it.
People told me to watch the Death Note movie and the live
Dude, I watched a
TV
review when
series.
go to Chris Stuckman. He has a review all about it, and he'll tell you he gave that like an F. It was terrible.
I didn't even watch it, and I gave it a do not watch.
Yeah, for me, I'd give it an F minus. If there E minus, if there is such a damn thing.
I just seen it's on my Netflix, and I just watched the little trailer that flips through it, and I'm like, nope. I seen the book fall down through
I
the
seen books
schoolyard.
fly. Instead of Light being a badass and a really don't care about the world type of guy, you made him into a little crybaby bitch.
Yeah, the got his ass
Wait,
kicked.
no, wait. A crybaby, baby back ribs, bitch.
Yeah, the guy's ass kicked in school,
Uh-huh.
and the actual anime series, he didn't even do any of that.
No. I just look at these shows and movies that are coming out, and I think, why in the living hell are you trying to remake an anime or movie that's a classic and nobody wants to see rammed into the freaking ground with a little pavement sign, rammed into the pavement with a sign on the tombstone that says "Rest in peace." I knew thee well. It's just pathetic. They need to come up with better stories. I'm not bashing them. I'm not bashing Disney, but the fact is they need to start coming up with their own ideas instead of ramming their old ideas into the pavement where it says, "Here lies Disney. Rest in peace."
All due to Copyrighting old films.
They got their money they can burn. They can buy the rights to them like they did with Spider-Man.
And if I recall too, Star Wars.
Oh yeah, they got that going for them. You know what? I think they should have left Star Wars alone.
Yeah, and they should have left it to the actual person that made Star Wars.
What a blow.
At least he actually did amazing jobs on like Star Wars Episode 1, Star Wars 1, 2, 3.
Have you ever watched the remastered version of when it said Luke, I am your father? When you listen to it closely, I think he said something different. He said, "No, I am your father," or something. "No, Luke, I am your father." I don't think he said, "Luke, I am your father." I think he said, "No, Luke, I'm your father." If you listen very carefully on the better sound version, you'll find that out. Most people think that it's Luke, I am your father, but it's actually written differently. It was said differently, I think.
I thought it was Luke, I am your father.
He said, "No, Luke, I am your father." He had that "no" in there. Everyone missed it because the quality was so bad. It's like you need to try getting surround sound, or just listen to it carefully, because it sounded like he said, "No, Luke, I'm your father." It's kind of weird though, but I think that's what I heard something about it. My brother is a big Star Wars fan, and he kind of notices a lot of things that nobody notices. And believe me, he notices a lot of stuff.
I like my Star Wars. I have a big poster, like laminated, freaking like wall-size poster.
I think I'll have to sack, dude. I gotta see if I can get my hands on Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. Have you done anything about that? Do you have that game?
Which one?
Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age?
No, I do not.
Is it any good?
Yes, it is. I heard a lot of good stuff about it.
Yeah, because I just got it. I just ordered it. It's supposed to come like tomorrow. Either tomorrow or next Tuesday, I think. Either that or on the 15th. I got the receipt in my drawer.
Yeah.
But, I think, dude, I think you might have to watch Throwback Wednesdays. All my ones I've done, you know what Throwback Wednesday I do on here is?
No.
It's where I take a look at the classic anime, like kind of like from the early 90s, 80s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And just talk about not only the plot but the characters as well, and this whole plot story.
All right.
That's cool. Last one I did was Read or Die. I got a whole playlist on there. There we go. 9 episodes so far. One I did with Hibernate. Another one I did with Girls. Episode 3 was Girls Bravo. I don't know if you heard that. It reminds me of Johnny Bravo.
I've seen it.
Yeah, baby.
I've seen season 1 and 2.
Yeah. The second one. Let me see. It was DN Angel. Episode 2 is DN Angel.
I've seen it.
Episode 4 was Yu Yu Hakusho.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was better than Yu-Gi-Oh! I have to say, I admit it's better than Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, I'll say too. Even though Yu-Gi-Oh!
Number 5 was S Cried. S Cried.
S Cried. I haven't seen that.
Dude, it's like S Cried was remember that
look
it up. It's spelled
I've
S dash Cried.
I thought you said S Bride.
Yeah, it's about this the mainland stuff. I already have I have a link to the Wikipedia and what it's about. Every episode I put the link and what the show's about and have you guys read it too. So it's like on episode 5. Look on episode 5 because I put these links and where you guys can view them and then watch them yourselves. S-Pride was basically just an alter user, like superpowered mystery type thing. A lot of blood and gore, I think.
I've seen it.
You seen it?
Yeah.
The name was Cosmo the Shell Bullet.
I like that. That was good.
It was. Okay, and episode 6. Episode 6, I did a gameplay. It was more like a top 10 because it was Drake and Josh. That was the only show I actually liked that wasn't anime or cartoons. Bamboo Blade was 7. Episode 8 was a sports anime. I just thought it was pretty good in my book. It was called Princess 9, I think. It was a baseball sports anime. But I like Bamboo Blade better.
Bamboo Blade?
Yeah, it's kind of funny and it's more like over the humor of it. It's the humor that it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Then the last one I did was Read or Die, which reminds me of what we're going through here in America. It's like why it's so fucked up.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
God, it's so good. I merely forgot all about it with all these anime that's been coming out.
Oh yeah, that's come. I try to stick to the old ones.
Yeah. That's what Throwback Wednesday is. I basically talk about the old ones to people that don't know anything about anime. It's just there, right there, and there, and there. I'm thinking of doing a episode maybe far later on, towards the end of the year, because Cardcaptor is kind of getting a new series. Hopefully it won't be as bad.
I like Cardcaptor.
Yeah.
Back then.
They're trying to go Clear Card, the Clear Card story. And I heard confirmation it's going to be dubbed. Hopefully it's going to be dubbed. I want it to be dubbed. For Christ's sake, dub it. That's one of my favorite shows growing up, was Cardcaptor.
So I can actually watch it.
Yes. It's going to start her off in, I think, junior high school. Not in elementary school.
Not to come, I couldn't finish off Gundam Iron Blood Orphan because
I think this is going to be interesting because you get a lot of. I'll do that at the end of the year, maybe on December 31st, at the same time I do my leaderboard, because I'm listing all the top 20 of these cool anime that was released in 2017. And this is going to be epic because I'm still trying to fill in the spots, but I still got number 7 to fill. It's like I still get the fact that it's number 7. I said it was supposed to be on honorable mentions, but I goofed that one up saying that it was number 7 because I had nowhere else to put it.
If you really want someone to talk about for like helping you on your channel and such, you should add freaking Bloodkill here because he knows a lot about anime.
Well, I know my sources and where to go to get free stuff. Like I can watch any anime that was out in 2017 or the past, future, and present, and that was on my Fire Stick called Kodi, Kodi. It's more like a get out of paying your bills for cable free card. If you will. All you need is from the services and try getting Wi-Fi. That's all you need. One of your Fire Sticks.
Never much as always, yeah.
So. Alright guys, I'm gonna try ending the stream because I'm going on like almost an hour now.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to thank everybody here for tuning in, especially Shiro. Thank you, man, so much. Hope I can get you back on here again with the discussion topic.
Nice talking to you all.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, until next time, please tune in for my Throwback Wednesday thing, and also for my top 20 anime of 2017. Be sure to check that out, as well as Mr. Murphy's Law Reversed Christmas special. I'll be doing that pretty soon. Peace out, guys. There we go.